You know that crushing moment when you pour your heart and soul into building something revolutionary, something the world desperately needs, and then, out of nowhere, it gets ripped away? Someone copies your idea, steals your code, takes your invention, and suddenly, all your sweat, all your risk, all your sleepless nights feel worthless. That sinking twist in your gut, the rage bubbling inside, isn't just frustration, it's a signal that you've stepped into the battlefield of venture growth. Intellectual property isn't just a nice-to-have box on the checklist, it's the invisible fortress around your dream. The cold truth? If you think you can just throw your product out there without locking down your IP, you're handing your future away for free. The market is brutal, ruthless, and it doesn't care about your passion. It cares about who owns the idea, who can weaponize it, and who can defend it. Now listen carefully, because this is where most founders and investors get it wrong. They see IP as just patents, trademarks, or copyrights, a legal maze to be handled later, a nice to have after the product works. So here's the raw, unfiltered truth. If your IP isn't airtight, your venture is a sitting duck, vulnerable to predators ready to slice you apart without blinking an eye. That mindset? It's suicide disguised in optimism. Intellectual property is the lifeblood that fuels explosion and defense at the same time. It's the secret power that can rocket your valuation into the stratosphere or bury you in dust if ignored. You want your venture to grow? To break through impossible ceilings? To attract the right investors, partners, and markets? Then stop treating IP like an annoying chore. Start treating it like the weapon it is, the foundation of every empire that's ever shaken the world. Here's what you need to do immediately. No excuses, no delays. First, map your innovation exactly. What's yours and what's not. This includes technology, design, branding, processes, and most importantly, your unique positioning. You must obsess over this map every damn day because your IP isn't just about legal documents. It's the blueprint of how you dominate your space. Next, build a fortress around that map. Not just patents, but copyrights, trademarks, trade secrets, the full arsenal that fits your venture's DNA. Don't wait for competitors to mimic you. Strike first on the defensive. Make your IP a web so tangled that no attacker can slip through. Engage with specialized IP strategists, not just lawyers who file papers, but deep thinkers who understand market play, investor confidence, and growth engines. They will guide you on which pieces to patent broadly, which to keep secret, and how to monetize your IP like a cash cow from day one. If you think investors don't care about IP, you're living in a fantasy. Every serious investor knows the story before they sign the check. They scan your IP for cracks the way a hunter looks for weak spots in prey. No solid IP protection means no trust, no growth, no scaling. And this trust gap is deadly. But here's the kicker. The smartest founders don't just build IP defensively. They build it offensively. They use their IP to block competitors, to create new markets, to negotiate unbeatable partnerships. Don't just think about IP as a shield. Think of it as a weapon to carve your venture's path to dominance. It's the edge that separates the eternal optimist from the ruthless winner. It's how you take control of the narrative, control the market, and control your destiny. At this point, many feel overwhelmed. Too complex, too expensive, too slow. That's exactly what the system wants you to believe. But here's an insider secret that few ever share. Start lean, start smart, start now. You don't need to patent every tiny thing initially. Identify the core innovations that define your value and protect those viciously. Use provisional patents if necessary to save time and money, but cement your claim fast. Keep all your processes documented meticulously, ideas leaked outside your team without NDAs, without confidentiality agreements, is a suicide note. Keep your team hyper-aware. Education is your hidden weapon. Every single person touching your venture must understand the stakes, because IP isn't created in isolation, it's nurtured in culture. And here's an epic truth. Intellectual property is more than ideas locked in paperwork. It's the heartbeat of freedom for the founders and partners ready to shape the future. In a world shackled by outdated rules and broken systems, your IP is your rebellion. It's declaring that no one will steal your voice, your power, your creation. When your IP ecosystem is solid, you're no longer a prisoner of false promises, cheap imitators, or gatekeepers. You command the terrain. You decide the flow. Your venture becomes unstoppable because you are playing by a new, impossible to break set of rules. Your rules. That kind of freedom feels like fire in your veins because it is fire. It's liberation from the system's chokehold. Investors who see ventures with strong IP portfolios don't just throw money at them. They get inspired. They get hungry to partner up. They see opportunity where others see risk. So founders, if you want to unlock explosive growth, secure game-changing investments, build legendary companies, intellectual property isn't some distant legal quagmire. It is your growth engine, your silent co-founder, your secret weapon. Fight for it. Protect it. Build it relentlessly. Translate every ounce of frustration from copied ideas and stolen work into ferocious action. Execute a bold IP strategy that scares competitors and seduces investors. Every day you delay is a day you lose your chance at transcendence. Don't settle for mediocrity. Don't fall for the illusion of free ideas floating in an empty market. They get crushed under giant IP giants every single time. The world out there waits for the few who dare to break free from the shackles of complacency, the few who refuse to be silenced or copied. Intellectual property is your shield and your sword in that fight. It's the key that separates founders who build small ventures stuck in shadows and the ones who ignite transformation worldwide. So get ruthless with your strategy. Map your assets, lock them down, educate your team, work with experts who see the market as a battlefield. Then use your IP as leverage to weave unstoppable networks of investors, partners, and customers who will multiply your power exponentially. This isn't just about legal documents. It's about owning your future, firing the starting gun on explosive growth, and tearing through every limit the outdated world throws your way. This is about becoming truly autonomous in a world desperate for change. The system won't hand you this power. It's yours to claim, piece by piece, patent by patent, brand by brand. No more waiting, no more excuses. The moment to act is now. Seize your intellectual property like your life depends on it, because it does. Your venture, your vision, your revolution are waiting on the other side of fierce protection and bold strategy. Own it, dominate it, and rise beyond every boundary that ever tried to hold you down.